And live on Politics Nation, my name is Dankyi here in Tracy, California, reporting live from the White Vine 209 Center, where we have the elections currently ongoing. This is the 2020 presidential election. Today is Tuesday, November 3rd. Election 2020 is underway right here in Tracy, California, as well as many other polling centers. We have a list or a line of people coming through. If you can see right behind me, right there, yeah, right there, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people coming in. So far, it hasn't been that busy. But it gets busy every once in a while. So people come in, of course. I have my mask on as part of the precautionary measures that we have to have in place this year because of COVID, of course, because of COVID. And so let's see these people check in. So you go through, you get your temperature checked. You get your temperature checked. You can get some hand sanitizers if you want to. We have all of them available. There you go, temperature check. And once your temperature is good, you get to go in and you start your process. So live on Politics Nation, my name is Dankyi. I'm right here with two of the poll workers for this year, right? Hey, so day one is done. Miss Emily, what was your experience today? How the day is almost over now, so how do you feel?
Well, I feel like I've learned a little bit. I've done election work before. I've done it a few times since 2016, and they keep updating the electronics, so I've learned a lot in that department, for sure.
Miss Crystal, how about you? Miss KRISTY, how has your day been? Day one is done. How are you feeling?
I'm tired. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Nah, today was a good day. It was a good setup day. It was a good experience on moving things around and coming together as a team to figure out how we're going to execute the rest of this election.
Definitely. And so for people who are coming, I know voting is starting tomorrow. You think we are ready to go?
See you later. Yeah, I believe so. I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm definitely ready.
Get out there and vote, y'all. Make sure y'all do that
vote,
ASAP.
please. We love you. Vote.
Yes.
There you go. So these are fantastic poll workers who are working for San Joaquin County. We are live in Tracy at the moment.
Come see us at Work Vine 209.
There we go.
Yes.
Work Vine 209. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for all your hard work.
You're welcome. See you later.
I have another first-time volunteer here with me, Miss Sydney. Miss Sydney, how you doing?
I'm doing good, you?
Good. I like your PPE and all of that. Trying to stay safe out here, right?
Definitely, yes.
How important is it for you to be a part of this election?
Although I'm not able to vote, I think it's important to show at least some type of support. So it's important for me because I just want people to be encouraged to vote, know that they can make a change with one vote.
Definitely. And I know there are a few of you here who decided to volunteer this year. What made you decide to want to be a part of this? What made you decide to volunteer?
I think mostly with quarantine, especially, you feel kind of stuck with everything going on, like you can't make a change. So this is kind of a way of making that change or helping that change progress.
And you did mention that you are a senior now, so hopefully the next election you should be able to vote, right?
Yes.
Definitely. So I want to talk to you about this proposition which is on the ballot this year. It's called Prop 18, and it will allow you, I think you are 17 now? Okay. It would have allowed you, if it had passed, if we had it by now, you would have been able to vote, because the next election cycle you're going to be 21, which is way past the age limit. No, you have like just 1 year more and you should be able to vote. What do you think of such a proposition, and do you think we should pass such a proposition that will allow you, for instance, to vote even though you are 17?
I think now, I don't know what the future generation will look like, but I know, especially my generation, we know we're way more informed than past generations. So I know for sure that 17 would be a good age, especially because it's kind of that gateway into like that freedom and like adulthood. And I think 17-year-olds kind of know what's going on.
What they want, definitely. And so far, what have you been doing today? Can you share with us what your roles have been and what do you think of the whole process?
Yeah, so I've liked it so far. I've been helping with the ballots or giving people their ballots. I've also helped set up. Those are kind of the main two things I've done, but so far, so good.
So far, so good. Well, thank you for volunteering and thank you for talking to us.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, thank you. Emmanuel has been working the polls for...
Since 2002.
Yeah. So can you walk us through all these gears that you have? Uh-oh. Okay,
This is the first one, 2002, after 9/11. See the Statue of Liberty and the flag?
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. And then this one was the general election with 2004 presidential. We had the Liberty Bell, and it keeps on going up to all the different elections, the special elections that we had in California. Yeah, and it keeps going up in California. Special elections right here, 2009. We had a special election that one year that threw everything off the 2-year cycle. Yeah, they have 5 minutes. They're not obligated to open till 8.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I told. Then the 2018, we had the San Joaquin County, and then 2020.
2020. I think I have this one.
This
What year
is
is
one.
it?
That's
What's the
yours. That's
second
one
one?
you just got. This one.
What
There's
year is
a
the second one?
which one?
The second one.
This one?
Yeah.
This is
No,
28.
that's 2018.
Yeah.
I mean, this one.
This one. This is 2016.
Yeah.
So they got them all
Wow.
for a while, a long time ago.
That
And they
is-
keep changing the different things based on the theme. San Joaquin County. They got the seal of California.
That's good that they
That's
change
how
it
they-
every.
They change it.
So, let me ask you, Emmanuel, what makes you keep coming back?
I'm a naturalized American citizen. I was born in Portugal, raised in Brazil, and then joined the U.S. Army in 1976. Became a citizen in 1980. After that, I started voting, and after that, I was working at Cal State Hayward, and I blew my shoulder, and I was home, and my wife's friend goes, "Hey, I need a poll person to help me." I said, "All right," so I filled the paperwork, and ever since then, I've been here.
Wow. So
This is good.
do you feel it? Do you find it more as a civic responsibility?
It's part of our responsibility civic, yeah.
Yep,
Like serving in the courts, doing this,
Definitely.
making sure everybody has a fair election and able to elect.
And this year's election is definitely different. What has been your experience so far?
So far, it's been positive.
Positive.
Here at the polls,
Mm.
out there, well, Marx and socialism are always going to be fighting
Yeah.
for power. That's
Yeah.
what they do.
Yeah.
They intimidate, terrorize, and all that to scare people from not voting so they can take power. If you look at the history of Marxism and
Yeah.
all that, my father ran away from that to America, from
Yeah.
Marxism and socialism. Most people running to America run away from those time oppressive governments.
Yeah.
But some of the young folks here are reading the books and thinking, "Oh, that sounds so great," which it does. In reality, it never is.
Well, thank you for your time, Emmanuel. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so I have here Miss Sonia. She is volunteering for the first time. How you doing?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
All right. So what made you decide to volunteer this year?
Actually, I was watching John Oliver with my mom, and he did a little segment about volunteering for your poll workers, and it sounded fun. And so, I contacted my school and signed up.
Nice. So what has been your experience so far? I know it's kind of slow right now, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of slow. There's not many people coming in, but we did the filing, and that's fun.
So what do you say to like people in your school? You said you were a junior, right?
Yeah.
What do you say to your colleagues about your experience? What can you tell your colleagues in school and everyone who is watching?
I mean, it's slow, but I think it's good to help and volunteer in your local government and participate in these kind of things, because it does matter, and it is important to help. I can't vote right now, but I will when I'm 18, and it's good to help with this kind of stuff.
Definitely. So speaking of voting, there's a proposition that if it should pass, you'll be able to vote at 17 if you turn 17 in an election year like this year. So it's called Prop 18. So we're voting on it right now. What do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, I understand why it's at 18. It's when you're a legal adult, and that makes sense. But I think people kind of understand what voting is and how to vote before you're necessarily an adult. And it's good for teenagers and stuff to be involved in this, because it will be our country when we turn 18.
Definitely.
And it's good to know what's going on and be participating in that even before we have to come of age.
I think I agree with you a lot on that, because let's say, for instance, you said you're 16, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you were 17 this year. The next time that these elections will come around, you will be 21, right?
In 2024, so 4 years.
Yeah.
I'll be 20.
You'll be 20.
Yeah.
But if you were 17, then
Yeah,
you will be
then I'd be
21.
21.
Yeah, so if what the Prop 18 is saying is that if you are 18 in an election year, and then because the next election cycle you're going to be 21, you should be allowed to vote.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's a really cool thing. But thank you so much for volunteering. You guys are doing amazing, and so thank you for speaking to us.
Yeah, no problem.
We are here in Tracy, California, from the Workvine Center, Workvine 209 Center, and the polls have opened at least for the last 2 hours, and it's still going to be opened until 8 p.m. tonight. So you have the opportunity to come through and vote if you haven't voted yet. Once again, reporting for Politics Nation from Tracy, California. My name is Samuel Dankyi.